So I just learned how to smoke a turkey, and now I'm going to learn what to do with the bones. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like product reviews, and we do recipe videos. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on keto beyond the couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time the turkey saga continues, you'll be alerted to it.
So a lot of times people make a turkey and they take this and they throw it out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about a turkey or a chicken. You can do the same thing with a chicken. You can literally use every single part of this to the point where there is zero waste. You're not throwing anything in the garbage. Now, one of the things I could actually do with this is to go take this carcass and put it outside, and the chickens will pick it apart.
Oh, yeah.
However, I would still have some stuff left over. So today, we're going to show you what to do with this carcass where you literally could enjoy the entire thing and have zero waste.
We talk about nose to tail, but I feel like we cook skin to bone, if that makes sense, right? So I love the skin off this turkey. All the meat is delicious. And now we're going to see what we can do with these little pieces you can't really do much with, and also the bones.
Now, the only thing you're going to need is this, and you're going to need some Redmond salt. Now, we're going to use the Redmond seasoned salt because this brings like a chicken flavor. But if you don't have this, that's okay. You can use regular salt. You can add whatever seasonings. But literally, all we're going to use is the turkey carcass and the Redmond organic seasoned salt. What are we going to make? Well, we're going to show you how to make some delicious turkey soup.
Yeah.
And you also have the bones, which there's a couple things you can do with the bones. Now, we did this in a vlog lately, and people freaked out because we gave these bones to the dog. These bones are perfectly fine for the dog to eat, or for you to eat.
So this is a pretty formidable looking bone.
From a turkey.
Nothing.
Inside is some marrow. Okay, but if you can see this, we'll hold it over the plate here. Watch this. Literally with my thumbs.
Very porous.
There is no thing that is going to like cause the dog to choke. What you can do is if you have a dehydrator or a freeze dryer, you can actually dry these and then turn them into a powder, and you have bone meal. You could mix it into a drink for yourself to get the bone. You could use it as fertilizer. So many things you can do with it.
Eat it.
Or you can give it to the animals. We give it to the chickens because it makes their shells stronger. So lots of things. You don't have to throw any of it out. Now, you cannot do this with beef bones.
No.
It works with chicken and poultry bones because the bones are super porous. But you can see Rachel's just eating the entire bone.
Yep.
Okay, are you ready? So the first thing we do is after we're done carving the turkey, we go through and pull off as many little tiny pieces, just using your fingers, digging it out. And we've got a little bag of turkey pieces here. We're going to save this. Couple things you can do with it. We're going to save it to make turkey soup.
Right.
But you can also take this, mix in some mayonnaise, and have a delicious like turkey salad instead of chicken salad. You can use it in stufflers, things like that. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to take these bones, and we're going to take our pressure cooker. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and just put everything in there. Shove it in there. It doesn't matter. You just want to have all of it in there. All the pieces, the skin, whatever you have. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some seasoned salt or regular salt. How much? About a tablespoon.
All right. Okay?
I'm just going to kind of use the lid as a good measuring.
It's coming through on the bottom.
I know. And it's also a little clumped up. Okay? It's about a tablespoon. You can always add more later.
Oh, okay? Absolutely.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to go take this and we're going to fill it up with water all the way to the 5-quart mark. Okay.
All right. And while I wait, one more snack.
No, that one is taken.
What do you mean taken?
This one's for Grayson. Grayson absolutely loves poultry bones, and first of all, he'll devour the entire thing, but even like regular wings, he goes after the marrow and everything, and it's really, really good for him.
Well, all these are mine. I call dibs.
Yes, you can have everything that's in this pot. We're just going to take a towel.
That seems fair.
Wipe off the rim. We're going to go ahead and put our lid on.
Put your top on.
Okay. Now, this particular machine, you don't have to adjust the vent. You just set it on here.
But I want the vent closed.
We want vent closed.
Okay.
Pressure cook.
Pressure cook.
3 hours, which I already have it set on there because I already made some. Hit start. We're good to go.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is we're going to let this pressure cook for 3 hours. And then we'll just let it vent on its own. And what we're going to actually do is we're going to take the rest of the day off, and we'll come back tomorrow to show you what we're going to do with the rest of it. Okay.
Liquid gold.
So we had our turkey soup go all night. Well, it pressure cooked for 3 hours, and then I just had it keeping warm all night because I did want to have all of the liquid warm because we're going to can it in canning jars. Now, if you want to can this and put it on a shelf stable, you need a pressure canner.
Right.
Because it's low acid, so you can't hot water bath can this and put it up on your shelf and not get sick.
Yeah.
So you have 3 options. You can pressure can it, which is what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can just put it into mason jars, put it in the refrigerator, and store it there for a week or 2 weeks or whatever you're going to do that you feel comfortable with, or eat it right away.
Yeah.
Or you can go ahead and put it in the containers and you can freeze it.
Right.
Okay?
That's another option.
So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get all of the bones and everything out. So I'm going to move this off to the side, and we're going to grab another pot so that we can drain out the liquid. Now, especially if you are canning this, make sure everything has been cleaned, sterilized. I actually have canning jars over here. Just took them out. I sterilized them all. As you're messing with meat and stuff like that, you might want to wear gloves. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pour this, but I don't want to get anything on you. Ready?
Yeah. Ooh, good job.
Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to grab another bowl, and we're going to put this back in here. You can put that there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this back into my Instant Pot because as we're pulling out all the meat, I want to keep this hot because if you are going to put this in canning jars and put it in a pressure canner, you need it to be hot. You want to hot pack this. Okay, so we got that off to the side. Now we have this.
This is where the bones are at the boom.
Yeah.
You can chew on these now.
But we're not throwing any of that away. Now, this is going to be hot, but what we want to do is go through this with your bones and start pulling out meat.
Right.
So any of the skin and the bones, just push that off to the side, and we're looking for pieces of meat. And as you grab this meat, just go ahead and put it into another bowl or something like that. You know, all these things like this, I'm just going to put this over here.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just looking for bigger chunks of meat that may have been like, on the turkey.
And I'm looking for all the bones that I can chew on.
Now, here's the good thing. As you're doing this and you're pulling out your meat, if there happens to be a bone that gets stuck in there, you're not going to worry about it because you're not going to choke on it because these bones have all broken down. And you probably won't get a whole lot of meat if you really cleaned off your turkey well before. So I think we've got all of the big chunks of meat, so we can push this off to the side. And then if you remember right, we grabbed some turkey from when we made our turkey. We grabbed like some of the little pieces, so we can put it in here as well. And just break that up a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Nothing's going to waste.
And now I'm going to get my canning jars. And what you want to do is put some turkey in each one of the canning jars. Try to get about the same amount and also try not to get it on the lid as much as possible. Now, what we're going to do is actually fill up each one of these jars. Now, unfortunately, I can't find my big ladle. So what I've got to do is take this bone broth or this soup base, and we're going to fill up each one of these jars. And again, what you want to do is try to keep the rim as clean as possible. We're going to wipe it off anyway, but you certainly don't want to, like, your hands and stuff like that on there. So we're going to go ahead and just try to do this without spilling, which I probably will not accomplish well. And we're going to start off with about that much in each one. Here, let me put this off to the side so people can see it.
Nice.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and top each off one. You want to have about 1 inch of head space in each one of them. So I generally go to right at the bottom of the threads. One thing we did not do is taste this to see did we need to add any more seasonings. But we're just going to trust it.
Oh, wow. That is delicious.
Oh,
that is crazy good. Crazy, crazy good.
Okay. Push that off to the side. Okay, now we have everything in our mason jars. And again, this is only if you're canning it. If you're just drinking it right away or eating it right away, you don't have to do this. Go ahead and take a paper towel and you're going to wipe off the rim of all of your mason jars to make sure it's nice and clean so we get a good seal. And some people will actually refrigerate this to get all the fat and scoop all the fat out. Because if you have too much fat in here, it'll actually interfere with the seal. But this is turkey broth, and so there's not a lot of fat in here anyway. So I've sealed it before. They all sealed fine, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take our lids, and we're going to put them on here tight. And now we're going to go ahead, and we're going to put these into our pressure canner for 75 minutes. You want to follow the instructions on your pressure canner. I have the All-American, and just say for a meat soup to do it in 75 minutes. For me, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and stick these in.
Okay, so we still have some residual stuff here. What are we going to do with this?
What we're going to do is we're going to take our hands and we are going to just break this up like this. And then we could take some of this.
Because it will literally fall apart and crumble.
It's
Look
going
at
to
that.
fall apart. And then this, here, we can just go ahead and put this in here, is going to get fed to the animals.
Right.
So the cats are going to eat it. The outside chickens are going to eat it. Tabitha's going to eat it. This is perfectly healthy for your animals. Perfectly healthy. There's nothing bad in here. Okay, you've got Redmond seasoned salt.
Yes.
And you've got turkey and water.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
The bones, again, I can't make this clear enough.
They're like dust.
Are not going to hurt them. You want them to get the bones. Like a lot of people who feed their dogs and their cats raw food, they actually buy food grinders so that they can grind up the bones. These bones are perfectly healthy for them. And so literally every single part of this turkey has been utilized.
No waste.
Okay. So here we have one of our turkey soups that we already made up. So this one was already pressure canned. You can see there's not a whole lot of fat.
No.
Because again, turkey is kind of low fat. But you can see this is pressure sealed. We've taken off the lid, completely shelf stable. I have not even heated it up because I wanted to show you the fat. We're just gonna give it a little taste test cold. Give it a little
Which I'm not against. I've eaten soup cold many times.
Okay. And then what we're looking for is that pop. You ready?
Yep.
I can't even get the pop. There you go.
I heard it.
It was sealed. Now remember, these lids can never be sealed again. Okay, so you can use it to keep it while you're finishing this jar, but when you want to go pressure can again, you got to go buy new ones.
New one.
And they sell them at Walmart. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So
get me some of those chunks.
You want turkey, I know.
And look at how golden it is. Now you can also add some veggies if you like. I mean, absolutely. This would be perfect for it.
If you're gonna add veggies, you want to put the veggies in raw when you're like getting, or at least parboiled, no more than that, when you're gonna pressure can them, if you're pressure canning, because the pressure canning is going to cook them as well.
Yeah.
So if you're just gonna freeze it, you can cook the veggies ahead of time. But just remember, if you put it in there in the pressure cooker, then when you go to pressure can it, it's gonna become mush.
All right, let's dink it. Dink. Mmm. Dang, that's good. Wow. That is really, really good. Mmm. Delicious.
You know, winter's here. You want some nice soup.
Soup season.
We don't talk about chicken soup when people get sick. A lot of the store-bought stuff, it's got garbage in it.
Right.
Here,
it's going to make you feel better authentically.
We've literally utilized every single piece of the turkey. There literally nothing from that turkey went in the garbage other than the wrapper that it came in.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Right? I mean, you've got Tabitha's over there enjoying her breakfast.
So is the chicken.
Lunch.
So is the cats.
Chickens, the cats. We've got soup. We had turkey. You had your skin. You've got some bones over there.
So does Grayson.
Yeah, we've got a bone over there for Grayson. Everything got utilized. So the entire recipe for this will be linked down below in the description video. Let us know if you make it. Let us know any changes you might make to it. If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over here. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent videos I'm going to put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we make something hearty, you'll be alerted to it.
Until next time.
Bye.